Give me the jaw. I know words.
You do know words. Rules are meant to be broken. I'm so anxious, but like in a good way. Hello book besties, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Bailey and I like to read a little bit. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. We are picking my October TBR using the TBR jar, but that is not all, okay? If you paid attention to the thumbnail, you will notice that we're gonna have a special guest today. I convinced my husband to pick my TBR for me. So we're gonna use the TBR jar, he's gonna pick it, but I'm gonna wait to tell you all the little things about it because I have to explain it to him. So I'm gonna get him in here real quick and we're gonna get to it. I am so excited for this. I have been wanting him to do this for months. And it just so happens that he's home right now and he's willing. So I'm gonna go get him real quick. Everyone, this is my husband. He has actually not been on my channel before. You've been on TikTok.
I'm shy.
I'm having to get him in frame. He's trying to escape. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to have you pick a prompt and then you get to look at my shelf and you can pick whatever couple of books. If there's multiples, you can choose whatever.
Do I say it or do I get up and physically grab it?
I can grab it for you if you want, or you can grab it.
You're closer. I don't want to walk between you and the camera and knock something over or nothing.
That's very kind. Thank you. Basically, he doesn't want to sit here and read the backs of the books because Randy is not a reader, which is fine with me because he doesn't take my shelf space. But
I like virtual books, the ones that have pictures on TVs.
Oh, movies.
Yeah.
TV shows. Yeah, makes sense. YouTube.
Or the outdoors. That's
yeah.
what I like.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Words? Where was I going with that?
I'm picking a prompt.
Yes. Oh, he's not gonna read the back of the books. He's gonna let me do that once he picks the books. And you are only going to be picking 5 because there are 3 in particular that I know I want to read. And if you don't end up picking those, then I'm just gonna add them on anyways. They're gonna be in addition to what you do pick.
So we're just cheating.
No, that's not cheating. I do that every time.
You're just adding rules.
I'm not adding rules.
Bending the rules. Okay.
Well, rules are meant to be broken. First prompt. I'm really nervous for this, you guys.
A book with a title that has 3 words.
Ooh, interesting.
All right, so we're gonna do The Mortal Queen.
Oh, okay.
Look, Don't Touch.
Oh, okay.
And The Four Winds.
Oh, okay. And we'll go over the blurbs later with whatever ones we choose. But The Four Winds is a Kristen Hanna book, and Kristen Hanna writes a lot of like historical fiction. There's one she has about the Vietnam War. I think it's the Vietnam War. I could be wrong. It's about a war. The other one that I read, The Nightingale, that was really, really good that I loved, it was about World War II. This one is about the Great War being over.
Ah. Yes.
The Great War.
Yes.
Look, Don't Touch by Meg Everly. This is a dark romance about a polyamorous relationship between a woman and 2 men. I know this because I've almost picked this one before and I'm scared of it. She's a psychiatrist or psychologist, I believe. I think she's a little crazy. I don't know. Anyways, but dark romance. And then this is a fantasy novel, The Mortal Queen by Ashley Meltzer. Married to a dark fae king, her world is now one of danger and desires. I think this is the first in a series. You did a good first 3 picks.
Yeah.
Fantasy, dark romance, and historical fiction.
I know words.
You do know words.
Dark romance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you said it was gonna mess you up, so I chose that one.
I don't know if it's gonna mess me up.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Okay, we will go over this towards the end. You wanna lock this in?
It's locked in.
Okay, okay. I love this so much. Oh, that's a tiny one.
It's probably got a great personality. Book with your favorite color on the cover. I mean, it's my favorite color. That's like 97% of your book. Oh, just a book.
Randy's favorite color, for those of you wondering, is black. Don't forget, these 2 are also in the running.
Yes. I'm a slow reader, bear with me.
I'm so anxious, but like in a good way.
We're gonna do Deathless Shadows. Middle
Ooh, okay, okay. Ooh. Yeah. Did you want to pick other options or is this it?
It says a book. As singular.
This one is the first book in a dark fantasy romance. It says this isn't a happy story, not at all. It's a sad story filled with lust, trauma, and dark magic. Ooh. That's, wow. Yay. Book 2.
Trauma. Give me the jaw.
Are you having fun with me? Damn.
My hand's too big. I want to get the one.
You know what they say about people with big hands?
Big gloves.
Yep, exactly.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Continue a series.
So now this is going to be where I come in. If we want to, we can also skip if we want. Because we're already continuing. No, we're not. I lied to you. I don't know if I have any that are physical that are continuing a series. I don't think I do.
Okay, next. Leave it on the ground. It's easier to push. Your best friend chooses your book.
You get to choose. He gets free reign on this choice.
I like that one. Trick.
This is your choice.
Yes.
It is Trick by Natalia Jaster, and he's a court jester.
Ooh. The Macabre.
I thought that macabre was pronounced macabre. Was it macabre or was it macrobee?
There was something wrong.
It was something wrong, and he loves to point that out. Okay, Trick is book 3. They have to see the jar.
A book you've been putting off. All right, how many have you been putting off? A lot.
Yeah, all of them.
All right, let's pick something with a different color.
You can also pick a couple to like choose through, like we did with those.
Okay, we'll grab The Devil Wears Black. Red Rising?
Oh!
Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
Where is that?
Top 5th from the left. 5th from the left.
I don't know how to count. I'm a reader. Do you want to pick another or no? Is this good?
No.
These are some good choices. So, A Good Girl's A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is the first book in a series. I believe it's a YA series and it's a murder mystery.
That means young adult for y'all that are like me and don't know.
And then The Devil Wears Black by LJ Shen. I believe this is like a billionaire romance. I don't know. This one I have been putting off. I actually texted Uncle Steve about this today asking if he's read it because Mariana fully crashed out on the internet reading this series. There's one book left and it comes out at the end of next year. And it is like sci-fi fantasy. Think like Star Wars, but with a lot more death.
I like sci-fi. We're going with that one.
Okay. I'm gonna be so emotionally ruined by the time this month is over.
A book by an author you've never read. Well, that's a broad spectrum.
Yeah, you can choose whatever.
Give me a genre that you wanna
So since we have a lot of dark romance and we have one sci-fi, I don't want another dark romance.
I'm with that. That makes sense. You don't want to get burnt out on one genre.
Exactly. That's why I like skipping around. I've been reading a lot more lit fic lately.
Okay.
Or a fantasy. So you could go Alchemized, you could go Gifted and Talented by Olivia Blake.
What about that one?
Terror at the Gates.
Yeah, is that a...
This is fantasy, and this is one that I recently got that I've been wanting to read. There's a lot of religious trauma.
All right, so... Ooh, she thick. Grab The Ascended and grab Alchemized.
Look at that. That's thick.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, it's a gate. Okay, Alchemized. This is one that even if you don't put it on my TBR, I will be adding to it anyway. So my feelings won't be hurt if you don't add it. This is...
Pointed at it 4 times.
Yeah, sorry. I'm like, pick it. So, you know, Manacled that I've talked about before, it's the Hermione fanfic that I love. It has now been completely rewritten, completely changed. The Handmaid's Tale vibes. Supposed to emotionally destroy me. The Ascended this is an arc that was actually just sent to me this past week. I have no idea what it's about. All I know is I saw someone freaking out about it online. This is fantasy romance, but she's thick. She's huge. You could beat somebody with this. And this is the start of a series. Emmy read this and loved it. And it has a bunch of like religious trauma, overcoming it, that kind of stuff. And it's a fantasy with, oh, I forgot about this bookmark again. How cute is that?
Well, since Emmy picked that one, I'm picking that one.
Good taste. She'll appreciate that.
I figure she has good judgment.
Terror at the Gates. And that is 5. Do you want to read them with me? You want to stay in here? You want to go?
Bye, everybody.
I love you.
I love you.
Now that he is gone, we're going to talk about the books that he chose for us. The first prompt was a book with a title that has 3 words, and he chose Look, Don't Touch by Meg Everly. This is the first book in a trilogy. This is dark romance, first of all. And it says, Haley Fitzpatrick, when people see me walking on a New York City sidewalk, they think mousy bitch and stuck up. I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. How do I know? It's New York City. They yell it to my face. I smile to myself and keep walking. After all, I have clients that need me. I'm wrapping up my first decade as a licensed clinical psychologist. Things are as good as they've ever been. Still, I get the itch. The tattoos worked into my skin to take the edge off. When one of my first clients goes on suicide watch and one of my newest challenges the very ground on which I stand, I seek relief only being blindfolded and bound can bring. Oh, this is really spicy. I really haven't been reading that much dark romance lately, guys. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but I noticed that like last week. I was like, maybe I should pick another up because I love dark romance. This one's gonna be spicy, I feel like. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. The second book that he chose was Alcrow's Academy Book 1 by K.M. Moranova. That is Of Deathless Shadows. Now, I have heard so many good things about this book. I believe this is dark fantasy romance, but I can't remember. So we're gonna read the back and find out. It says, this isn't a happy story, not at all. It's a sad story filled with lust, trauma, and dark magic. Terra Fernestia has destroyed everything, leaving only ashes and the new shadows that teem beneath our skin. My lovely assassin claims I'm his shadow mate and has agreed to help me find my brother and ex-boyfriend if they're still alive. Finn. After my village is destroyed, I'm trapped in an enemy camp surrounded by other survivors. Blood and magic are twins here, and there's a dark itch coming from deep within me. If I ever want to see Terra again, I must become invincible. Edgar. I wake up in a lavish estate with my memories stolen. All I know is that my parents and sister are gone. A sinister boy haunts me, pushing me to uncover the truth of this strange place. Although separated, our hearts are tied. The shadows running through our veins call to each other, demanding answers. If we're ever to reunite, we must uncover the truths of Fernestia. Everything leads back to Alcrow's Academy. This sounds really good. Oh my god, I'm just finding bookmarks everywhere today. Where did this come from? Fun fact, K.M. Moranova draws all the art in her books. Do you see this? Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, I'm so excited. And it's pretty big font, so I feel like I'll get through this one fairly quickly. She's so good at everything. Can you imagine being able to write a book and draw? Talent. Boundless talent. So I'm excited for this. It sounds like a dark fantasy romance, because I mean, it does say it's a sad story. I'm assuming it's a sad story, you know, context clues and all that. And then he chose, this one has actually been on my TBR for a very long time. I just haven't been in the mood for it. I'm just glad we're narrowing down my TBR. He picked this one. This is Trick by Natalia Jaster. It does in fact have character art. Do you see that? The blurb says, stay away from the court jester, especially if you're a good little princess. Am I blushing? The court jester marks his target with a ribbon. That's how I find out I'm next. The moment the band of scarlet fabric appears on my pillow, I know it's a promise, a bad omen delivered by someone wicked. He's powerful, he's sinful. They whisper about him in the castle's shadowed halls. Everyone fears his devilish tongue, yet everyone desires his heated touch. With each seductive temptation, I fall under the jester's spell. With every forbidden moment, he ignites a fire that I've never known before. But the jester is guarding a treasonous secret, and becoming his obsession is dangerous. As a good little princess, I should know, because if I don't risk my ruin, I'll surely sacrifice my heart. Slay. Okay, so spicy, fun, fantasy time. Probably. Maybe. We'll see. You guys, I'm actually really scared for this. I was going to read this next series eventually. I just didn't plan on reading it so soon, but here we are. Randy chose Red Rising. The amount of people I've seen crashed out on the internet because of this series, including Mariana, is insane, and I'm very, very scared to read this. If I can just at least read this one and then maybe finish the original trilogy, maybe I can avoid the crash out for now until the final book comes out. So this one says, his wife is taken, his people enslaved, driven by a longing for justice and the memory of lost love. Darrow will stop at nothing to bring down his enemies, even if he must become one of them to do so. Sci-fi turmoil. I think I'm going to immersive read this with the audio because I have heard clips of the audio and it sounds so good. I'm terrified, but it's fine. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. And then we have Terror at the Gates by Scarlett St. Clair. This is her newest series. Estranged from her powerful family, Lilith Leviathan finds refuge in Nevea, a district in the city of Eden devoted to sin. There she uses her magic to steal for a living, attracting the attention of the 5 governing families, as well as the church, which expects women to remain pious and silent. When Lilith comes into possession of a beautiful blade, she thinks all her worries are over until her usual buyer dies while inspecting it. Oh, tea. Frantic, Lilith turns to the only man who can help her. How do you say this? Zahriv? Zahariv. Words. Head of the Zareth family and ruler of Nineveh. Oh, it's Nineveh. It's not Nevea. My bad. I don't know how to speak, actually, you guys. His currency is information and his power is extortion, though he's always had a soft spot for Lilith, but when the dagger appears, he isn't sure he can protect her from what's to come. Together, they embark on a mission to discover the true power running their world. Lilith realizes Z is more than just a friend, but their devotion to each other is a threat to the truth, to the church, and to those who want to tear it all down. That sounds very slay, if I do say so myself. The end papers are really, really pretty. Very excited. Oh, wait. Oh my God, that is gorgeous. Oh, I'm excited for that. And it's a map? Are you kidding me? Oh, she outdid herself. I told you at the beginning of this that there are absolutely 3 books that if he didn't pick them, I was going to pick them, and he did not pick them like I knew he wouldn't. And the first one is on my Gothic TBR for spooky season. It is Tales of a Monstrous Heart by Jennifer Delaney. This one I have heard so many good things about. It's just gorgeous. I mean, honestly, this sitting on my shelf, are you kidding? So it says, be careful of the dark and those that call it friend. When Faye student Catherine Woodrow's position at the Institute of Magic is threatened by the prejudiced mortal council, she is left with only one option, accept a mage partnership with the elusive Lord Blackthorn. Cursed war hero Emrys Blackthorn is an unpredictable mystery to Cat, constantly leaving her guessing. What she does know is that she is irresistibly drawn to him, no matter how forbidden it might be. When a string of murders and Fae disappearances herald the return of dark magic, Cat and Emrys are thrown into a world of hideous monsters, dark fiends, and mortal men who wish nothing more than to see them burn. What haunts them both are secrets even ghosts dare not whisper, while insidious shadows lick their teeth and sharpen their claws, waiting for the moment that all tales will come to light, even the monstrous ones. Sarah Hawley said, and if you don't know who Sarah Hawley is, Sarah Hawley wrote Servant of Earth, which is one of my favorite books of this year. She read this and said it's a sensual gothic feast full of forbidden romance and wild magic. Oh, I'm gonna love it. I know I am. I know I am. So this is also in the TBR. And speaking of Sarah Hawley, her second book in the Servant of Earth series is out, and it is now on my TBR for October. It is Princess of Blood. I don't want to say too much of the blurb because I don't want to spoil it for those of you who haven't read Servant of Earth. If you haven't read it, this is way higher than I thought it was. If you haven't read Servant of Earth, this is it. I need you to get it because it is so good. This is fantasy romance. The FMC is one of my favorites of this year because she is like one of the least infuriating FMCs I've ever read about. It has trials in it, the first book does, but it's not trials like we've seen done before. Like, she is not technically the one competing in the trials. Basically, her whole life is turned upside down one day when she finds a dagger, and she ends up in the lands of the Fae, which humans are not known to come back from, and she is basically fighting for her life. The way that the first book ended, it wasn't a huge cliffhanger, but it was a cliffhanger nonetheless. Like, I felt like it was a good place to stop, but I want more still. I love that. It didn't make me mad at all. And then the final book on the TBR, you heard me. Oh, did I damage it? Oh no. I need to calm down. The final book on the TBR is Alchemized by Senlin Yu. Now, I recommend you read this. This is a book on its own, okay? I'm gonna preface that here. So, if you don't know what this is about, it is a dark fantasy. This is not romantasy. This is dark. Once a promising alchemist, Helena Marino is now a prisoner of war and of her own mind. Her resistance, friends, and allies have been brutally murdered, her abilities suppressed, and the world she knew destroyed. In the aftermath of a long war, Palladia's new ruling class of corrupt guild families and depraved necromancers, whose vile undead creatures help bring about their victory, holds Helena captive. According to Resistance records, she was a healer of little importance within their ranks, but Helena has inexplicable memory loss of the months leading up to her capture, making her enemies wonder, is she truly as insignificant as she appears, or are her lost memories hiding some vital piece of the Resistance's final gambit? To uncover the memories buried deep within her mind, Helena is sent to the High Reeve, one of the most powerful and ruthless necromancers in this new world. Trapped in his crumbling estate, Helena's fight to protect her lost history and to preserve the last remaining shreds of her former self is just beginning. For her prison and her captor have secrets of their own. Secrets Helena must unearth, whatever the cost. This book is gonna hurt me. Oh, I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this to come out. I'm so ready for it. So that is 8 books on the TBR for October. Only one of them is missing out of the stack. So we are knocking a big chunk of them off of my TBR shelf. And I'm very excited about that because I really, really need to. I'm so excited that Randy wanted to do this for me because, like I said, I've been wanting him to for a very long time. I may try to convince him to be in more videos. I don't know. I am genuinely afraid of what October has in store for me because there's a lot of like emotionally destroying books in the stack, it seems like. But honestly, it takes a lot to make me cry in a book, so we'll see if that happens. I think Alchemized probably will do it, but you know, you never know. You know, I got a question for you guys. And that question is, what book are you most excited to read in October? Because if I'm not mistaken, there are so many new releases coming out this fall. So what are you most excited to read? Should I be scared of any of these? But thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love y'all so much, and I will see y'all next week.